Yes, sir. You ain't Ali. You ain't Ali. I don't have to be. I am Malcolm.
Oh, he's a Hamite. He's a Hamite. You know what? He's a Hamite. He's a Hamite. I'm saying he's a Hamite. He's a Hamite. Hey, you're a Hamite. Hey, listen up. Now the brother just read in Ezekiel the 9th chapter and the 4th verse about the mark, right? Now you got, listen good, this is from Nathaniel 7, all right? Nathaniel 7 and his cohorts are teaching that we go off when we talk about the mark of the beast. Now what about the mark of the Most High? The Most High don't put a chip in you, right? Right. Well, if you understand the Hebrew or the Greek, you would know that the word in Ezekiel 9 and 4 to 6, when it reads about the mark, the word in the Hebrew is Thawah. Right. All right? Now the word Thawah from the Hebrew means to desire, listen, to exempt from judgment. So in other words, when you read Ezekiel 9 and 4, the Most High, when you read the first verse, it tells you how the Most High sent out the angels to kill Israelites. But he said the one, matter of fact, read it again.
From the first verse?
From the first verse. To show you that it's Ezekiel 9 and 1. To show you that it's talking about angels, all right?
Ezekiel 9 and 1. He cried also in my ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city.
Those are the angels, all right? Go ahead.
To draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand.
Go ahead.
And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth towards the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his head.
These wasn't men, these were angels. When you read the whole story, you see that they're angels, because angels had come in the form of men. That's the first chapter. Angels come in the form of men. All right? Go ahead.
And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side.
He's wearing linen, so it ain't talking about the white man. Go ahead.
And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of the God of Israel was gone up from the cherubim to the cherub, whereupon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord said unto him, go to the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations.
But these were Israelites back there that was crying and sighing because these Israelites were worshiping Tammuz and the Queen of Heaven. So this is talking about right now too. All right? Read that part again.
It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
You had Israelites that was with that abomination.
Right.
So the mark that was set on them was from the Hebrew word Thawah, which means to be exempt from judgment. Right. So when the angels went with their killing weapons to kill Israel, there were certain guys that had a mark. So the Most High said, mark that guy, mark this guy, mark that guy. So when you go kill him, don't kill that one, don't kill that one, don't kill this one, don't kill that one, because they're exempt from judgment. Because why? Because they were sighing and crying for all the abomination that was done in the midst thereof. They wasn't with it. All right? Go ahead.
And to the others he said.
And to the ones that wasn't sighing, the ones that was with it, go ahead.
And to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite.
Talking about Israelites. Go ahead.
Let not your eyes spare.
Go ahead.
Neither have you pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women.
Yeah, because when you read the scriptures, the worshiping, the weeping of Tammuz, them women were mainly in it. They were the ones that made the cakes to the Queen of Heaven in Jeremiah. So that's why he specified, and women. Make sure you get them women.
Right.
Go ahead.
But come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
What was the mark? He's exempt from judgment. He's exempt from judgment.
That's right.
He's exempt from judgment. Don't touch them guys.
Right.
because they wasn't with this bullshit. All right? So now these guys, Nathaniel 7, them clowns down in the desert of Brooklyn, talking about, oh, well, that mark in Revelation, you said it's a chip that they put in you. Well, what about the Most High? That's a whole different Hebrew word. It's a different mark. Actually, it's from the Greek word, charagma, from the Greek, which means a stamp, an imprinted mark, right?
Yeah.
As a mark branded on a horse. To carve, to cut in.
Where is that again?
Excuse me?
What word was that?
What's that?
What's
The word, okay, the word is from a Greek word. When you read, matter of fact, go to Revelation 13 and 16. Matter of fact, read this whole list of scriptures. Revelation 13, 16, jump to 17. Revelation 14, 8 to 9. Revelation, get these scriptures. Revelation 14, 11 on down. Revelation 15, 1 and 2. Revelation 16, 2 to about 4. Revelation 19, 20. Read a couple of verses in there. Revelation 24, and read a couple of verses in there. All right? Anytime these scriptures that I called out, if everybody got it, it's all going to use that word mark. And when you go into the Greek, the word there, like I said, is charagma. All right? Like I said, I'm going to say it again. A stamp, an imprinted mark, as a mark branded on a horse. To carve, to cut in.
Revelation 13 and 16, right?
Yeah, read loud.
Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
That's plain. What verse you in?
17.
All right, now go from there. We don't got to read on. Go to the 14th chapter, 8 and the 9th verse. Go ahead.
14:8. I got it.
14 and 8. Revelations 14 and 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen. It's fallen. That great city.
We don't got to tell you who Babylon is. Go ahead.
Because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the third angel follows them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast.
Now listen, this is going to show you. Now these stupid idiots, Nathaniel 7 and his clowns, they teaching that, oh, the mark is when you follow the ways of Esau. Read on. Read
if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead.
Read it again. Read it again.
It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast.
That's the worshiping part. That when you follow this
right.
man's system, all right? Go ahead.
And his image.
And his image. Like if you become a cop, because eventually they're gonna have to. Them cops are gonna get that mark.
Yeah, for the
all right?
smart gun.
And his image. That's the worshiping part.
The smart gun.
But it goes deeper than that. Once you worship them and follow them, there's another thing you got to do to prove that you worship them and follow them. Go ahead. Loyalty. Go ahead.
And receive his mark.
And receive his mark.
Exactly.
Charagma, to stamp, to imprint, to cut in. So it's something that they actually going to put in you, different from Ezekiel 9 and 4, mark meaning thawa, meaning to be exempt from judgment.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, brother.
This is Mark.
So that's why nobody. That's why down there in the desert of Brooklyn. That's why they pass by. They don't listen to your stupid ass. All right. And then you would never come out here because you don't want this heat up here, man.
Right.
You don't want this heat up here. You want to stay in that nice area of Brooklyn where people walk by you like you fucking half crazy.
Right.
You want to come out here in the battlefield where the heat is at.
Right.
That's right.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead. That's why we getting on your ass, man. And that's why we calling your name. You and Barack Shah talking about you got your fucking house in order. I'm gonna see how much your house is gonna be in order when they start issuing them chips on your ass and your children. I'm gonna see how much in order you are. Now, if you're a man of the Lord, you don't have to worry about that. All right? Go ahead.
Go straight to the main point.
Go ahead.
It says mark.